I time somebody out for saying doing something or whatever, I can go back and see on screen the message that I want to add to my blocked words filter, or like, you know, blacklist the words and stuff. Like whenever we do get a spammer or something come through, and it's still that. Whenever we get a spammer actually like come through and stuff, you know, then I can go back later and I can blacklist whatever it was that they said. There is a generator in this place. Okay, this is super dark. I do remember this place. I think I'm in the right. I can't see jack shit. I don't know if I'm upstairs or what. I'm just going to go back downstairs. I'm going to sit in the garage. I'll be able to see in the garage for the night. Okay. If this is unlocked, there is a generator in here. There's no food again, so I might just die. I should have probably kept that open for longer, but fuck that. I'm not really sure about this because she could die of hunger. I don't think I got chips. Hold on. I'll wait till she wakes up and I'll give her some chips. That might work. It's 7 a.m. You can wake up for food. There we go. Wake up and eat some food. Wake up and eat that. Yeah. As far as I can see, I've seen that on other people's channels. Really dumb. Yeah, it is. The other thing too is there's something about like I have to make sure to give like slight wind chill. Okay, I have to make sure that my Twitch community gets better. Oh, what do you call it? A better stream experience than YouTube is also part of the rules. So, for instance, I can't be outputting stream in a higher quality to YouTube because that's a whoopsie doodle gonna get me like a problem kind of thing. So they have to output at the same quality and crap. So, god damn, is there no food? There's rotten lemons. There's really no food. Mind you, this is my safe house. My temporary away from home safe house, so I'm not really surprised about that. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna have to go down a little bit and find some food. This is critical now. More critical than getting the car. Also, that kind of looks like snow. The snow? Natural water source. Interesting. I remember there being food around here. One don't snitch bases. Yeah, basically. Kind of like, you know, if you enjoy the setup and as long as you don't piss off Twitch and shit, it's normally fine. The other thing too is like, you know, obviously as a VTuber and stuff, is to not call extra attention and shit. Like, basically don't have boobs flying wildly to like bring attention to the stream to begin with, and then have something else that's also a no-no going on or something like that. You know, anything like that. I needed an example. Okay, it's not the best one, but they'll do. Okay, I've given her bologna. It was rotten. I'm sure she hated it. She can have the vegetables. I don't think that's going to poison her. They have to be equal, yeah. Yeah, they do. Aren't much of a hard ass about it like before. They aren't, but Twitch has had a little bit of a history of not being super friendly towards VTubers. So I don't want to, like, you know, kick the hornet's nest to begin with, you know, if I can. So I probably should have filled up her drink bottle. It's fine. We'll keep going. That we do. No things. Yeah, oh yeah. Calm down. All right, hold on. Now, as for RimWorld, RimWorld's always good. So you guys should be off an ad now. I was saying before that, so RimWorld, I play RimWorld, and I don't play RimWorld the way RimWorld's supposed to be played. So I can guarantee you when I play it tomorrow night, it's probably not what you're expecting to see. Unless you actually like look at any of my other videos and stuff, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, no, that's obvious. Alright, why is there... Oh, this is the place that the tomatoes at the back. Alright, hold on, let's go pillage and see if there's tomatoes. See if there's any more tomatoes. No, I don't want to fight you, love. No mode activated, time to riot. No. And still keep it pretty safe here, please. In general. Andre, no rioting. What did we just say? I literally like finished that sentence and Andre's already here to like set shit on fire. Can't leave this man alone for like 5 minutes without him like setting the stream on fire. Anyway, I'm gonna try the house over here because I see I've got like a blank area behind it and I'm thinking maybe it's got stuff, you know. Oh my god. I actually haven't seen too many fire emotes at this. There is a fuck ton of zombies at this. Hold on. There's a fuck ton of zombies. There could be something worth going in here. You can't see it because it's behind my ass, but trust me, there's a lot of zombies at this place. And I'm wondering why. Ugh, squishy. I'm curious now. Wait till tomorrow night. Surprise myself with it. No worries. Oh, she's queasy from the rotten food. I think I have been here. If there's some corpses in the backyard, maybe I have been. No. There are no windows on the other side of the building. Of course there aren't. Meow. I don't know if I can see them from here. They're all behind the building. Okay. I do not want to walk around the front. I would like to see if I could access this window. Yep. Cool beans. Nice. Alright. No. Do not jump that window. Close the window. It looks like there's a way around to kitchen, mate. She's kind of slightly dying from this. Thank you. Welcome in. You can follow. I'm gonna hopefully not find zombies up here. I don't think there's going to be food up here, but it doesn't look like there's anybody upstairs. Now, I could bring a curtain down. I could try to shut in here, but I don't think that's going to help me. I'm just hoping there's no zombies in the kitchen. How are we going with this? Can't see him on that corner. Fantastic. Let me at your pantry. A rotten apple. Sausages. There is a saucepan. So somebody mentioned to me that the reason why I couldn't cook rice was because I needed to have a saucepan to do it. And I thought I had tested saucepan for it, but maybe I wasn't that lucky. Okay. They've noticed me now because... Oh, wait, Ken, what was that? Ken Tuna, give me that shit. And they've broken the thing. Give me a drink. Wait, are they in here? Oh, fuck that. No. No. You know what? I don't need a drink that badly. I will go elsewhere. I'll go elsewhere. I'll skip beat alert just this. Yeah. Nice. So many people don't know of Skip Beat. I'm so glad you know it. It's such a fucking good manga and anime. I wish they made more of the fucking anime. My god, I can't English. I used to read it. Initially, I used to read it back when I was probably, I don't know, 18 or so. No, we want that open. I probably started reading it when I was about 18. And I don't know, I liked at the time, how do I, hold on. No. Fuck off you. I don't know what you're trying to do, but please stop. I need the window. Climb through the window. Yay. Skill point. So anyway, I started reading it back then, and I kind of like somewhat resonated with like Kyoko back then because of like age and shit, and it was always like really an interesting sort of story, especially how much she hates romance and stuff. And like, I don't know how much you've seen of it. I'm hoping you've like read or watched a lot of it and stuff, but I've read up till hold on, I actually want to know the answer to this. Just hang 10 for a second. I'm not putting you guys on pause or anything. I'm just gonna check my fucking Amazon list. I can hear zombies outside though, so oh god, flashbang. Where's my list? Don't you tell me to sign in. Terrible. Yeah, alright. I'll do it. But it better not want me to do shit. It kind of wants me to do shit. Alright. Hey. Don't you... This is how she died. I probably... Fuck it. I probably got it logged in on my phone. This will be maybe faster. There's a looking at stuff with zombies nibble on her. I mean, this is why I shut doors. Okay. Usually. It normally keeps the zombies out. Hey, Azula. My cat Azula has come to join us. She is confused by the rave lights that I have on. I had a fly in here bugging me earlier, and I did dispatch it, but there are more in the house around the place. And so I turned off my roof light and I turned on my rave lights, and I haven't had one since. So that's been great. All right, where the fuck is my list? All right, yeah, I am logged in on my phone, so that's great. I have saved up to 49. I haven't read that far, but I have read up to, I would say, at least 45. Book 45, maybe? Give or take. I know from the cover art which one I'm up to, because I'm up to the one where they're trapped in the elevator. My person might be dying. Yeah, I'm up to that one where they're trapped in the elevator and Ren like really confronts her and shit. It's such a great manga. I have reread it so many times. I'm currently in the process of collecting all the Kindle of it. But like one of my friends has got it as well, so I keep reading theirs and stuff. I tried to find it online. I can't always find it consistently available online and stuff. I happily just read it like that, but I would like something to keep track of where I'm actually up to in the book, or which book I'm actually up to. That would be lovely, because yeah, I kind of like lose place, and then I'm the kind of person that reads a manga from book 1, chapter 1, page 1 to reread it, right? So if I don't remember what's going on, we start from the beginning, and I just read through till I'm full up to it. So yeah, it takes me a while, but I've got a couple of them as far as alerts go. This is like 1 in the afternoon for her. We didn't get nibbled here, but we found we brought the can of food here. I don't want to keep going backwards, but I've got to find more food. I know there's grocery stores, but I can't get into them because my person's like pretty exhausted and shit. For people who don't know about Skip Beat, up to chapter 45. Yeah, no, book 45. Fuck knows what chapter, eh? I think I'm up to like chapter 2 or 300 or something. I think it's up to like 200 and something or whatever. But yeah, I love it. I love the art style. I love like the creativeness of like the story. I like the characters. I love the concept of their whole acting thing. I actually, when I started streaming, I took some like lessons from that. Like, I also relate to Kyoko anyway, because I've also got like the mindset of like not stopping as well. And like, you know, if you're working and stuff like that, you keep working. And yeah, so I really like it and stuff. Food, real food. Okay, let's get her fed. Please open that and eat that. Yeah, all of it. Let's see, when you look up the definition of slow burn in encyclopedia, just have a picture of Skip Beat there. Yeah, I know, right? It's really like that. It is a fucking good story. But I kind of like the fact that like it's gotta like ease into it though, you know. And I feel like they've got to wait till she ages up anyway, which I don't really mind. I'm cool with that. I kind of like their sort of affection towards each other, non-affection, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I kind of like the fact that like it's going somewhere. I also like the fact that like she has like really genuinely shit people in her past, and it just makes her so much stronger. I love that. I really love that. I just don't see that in other stuff. It's like, oh, horrible person. It's like this person makes you weaker or you rely on them and crap, you know. There's 51 volumes down. Yeah, I haven't favorited the newest ones. I just haven't kept up to date with my Amazon list and keeping it updated and saving it and stuff. Like, they're only like, I think $8 or whatever per volume on Kindle, which is why I want to get them on Kindle, because I can afford more books that way. And I do tend to read a lot on my phone, so I do think I'd enjoy that. I really love physical manga books though. I love looking at the art, and I love looking at, like, I love the smell of the books, the feel of the pages, the weight of the book, fucking everything and stuff, right? But nowadays, because like I still do have obsessive compulsive hand washing and hygiene disorder, I do struggle a little bit with like the storing and the portability of books and stuff like that. Because, you know, what if I put it on a surface that's dirty or fuck knows what? Like, books are hard to clean safely, you know. So little things like that I think of. Also why I don't mind having it digitally. The only thing I don't like about digitally is, you know, what if you download it and you lose it, or whatever you're reading it on disappears and you can no longer get it. I hate that shit. I have had manga on stuff before like that and it drives me mental. I have sat down before a few times and just screenshotted every single page of a manga I have paid for and saved it and been like, I'm fucking keeping this because it's too unique or too rare. But Skip Beat being like 200 something chapters, fuck knows how many pages per chapter, that's a little bit much. It's a bit much to do. I'm gonna start heading towards my car. Hopefully by night time I can go sleep in the vehicle. But when you reread it, you got to get the experience, how the art style evolved. I love that too, because I used to read a lot of webcomics back in like my teens and early adulthood and stuff. I love when webcomic artists specifically keep their old original art up for you to still go back and read if you want to, because you get to go and enjoy the original art style. And early art has like such a feeling to it. It has like, sure, some of like the angles and the perspectives and stuff are crap and off and whatever, but they have so much more feeling of motion and expression and raw energy to them. I fucking love it, because obviously I also fucking made web comics and shit, and I'm also an artist, so I care about it. It's something I'm really deeply passionate about. So getting to go back and see it from the beginning and watch it evolve, it's also not as jarring to see like the next episode or chapter when, you know, you're following it. Mate, I can't have you catching up to me. I don't need you to crouch. I need you to kind of like sprint a little bit just here. There ain't no food here, so we're going out to road. Alright, we'll walk through the forest, and there is actually a pathway in here. Hold on a second. Oh, fucking flashbang. There is two pathways. I could go in really easily there, but we're still going to walk through a forest, so off we go. As you might check your local library to see if they have manga. Mine has a lot. See, the only problem I've got with the concept of libraries, and I know that you go to a library a lot and you've got a shit ton of manga from there, and I find it quite wholesome that, like, you know, you enjoy and can get manga and stuff in your area and stuff. I like that. In my case, my obsessive compulsive hand washing disorder and hygiene disorder prevent me from handling things that are handled by others. I do not know if the book that I'm picking up from the library has been read on a toilet while somebody's in between wiping their ass, or if it's been sat at a table and it's had a little bit of food splattered on it, or if I'm going to go lay in bed and I'm going to have a book sitting on my belly or my chest or whatever and touching my bedding and against my hands, and I don't want somebody else's toilet in my bed. You know, I just can't. So libraries are a no-go for me. But in my youth, I spent a shit ton of time at the library because my dad was a massive reader, and it is substantially cheaper to read books from your library and stuff. So we were encouraged a lot to read books. And this is why I know like stupidly obscure information. Like I know precisely how to massage a cat. That was a book. I know a lot of like ancient history, which you'd think would be interesting because like I have like no historical conversations and stuff is one of the things that I've got, like no war, politics, whatever, past or present, historical and stuff. I don't want to talk about shit like that when I'm streaming, obviously, and or in Discord. But like I have got interest in some areas of that. It's just that, yeah, I just don't feel the need to have that as part of my streaming and stuff. It's so good to have it physically. I agree that the books are just, like, having books in person are just fantastic, but, you know, if I have books that are sitting on the shelf, like, I've got a few hundred books behind me on the bookshelf, all kinds of different manga and various different novels and shit that I have read. But, you know, I've had layers of dust build up on them. I've wiped them clean. I've had them like fall off the shelf, or I've had like cats nibble on them or lay on them. I caught Azula sleeping on my fucking manga stuff on the shelf one week there, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, there's cat bud on my books. Who knows what kind of bugs. Yeah, I could have sprayed them at some point. I just can't do it. I love my books, but I just can't. Whoa. Okay, that's okay. I thought for a second there everything crashed. That's alright. I want to get this car. I probably want to sleep here tonight, and then I want to move down. Where is it? It's down here. I want to move down to one of the grocery stores and the uni and see if I can take some stuff home, specifically food. I know I've spent time in town, but yeah, I need to bring home food. The whole point of this quest was I was after a hatchet. My corpse should be down here to fight, and I got energy to go, so we should be okay. She's tired, but we got energy to fight me. Yeah, what else I miss? Sphere. Be a library assistant, and I've seen how people treat books. Yeah, I think Jaylee may have also been in a similar, like, profession at some point. So yeah, it's more so I'm a very observant person. There I am. Wait, I'm dead? Oh no. I'm just a mostly very observant person towards, noticing stuff that people do, you know. I pay attention, I see it. Where do I have to be standing to see that? Okay, hold on. Okay, there's something else on the ground over here. Maybe I'm just dead on the ground. Maybe if you die in a car. Yeah, okay, apparently if you die in a car, you're just dead. Interesting. So I had all this fancy shit. Oh, it's gonna nearly crush it. Oh, it was green last time. Okay. That explains that. Let's pick up all the shit. She's gonna just about crush herself with this. I don't think she can sit down and do this, but that's fine. What else? Some libraries also have ebooks. Not sure about manga ebooks, but yeah. I didn't know that, but that's pretty interesting. I don't know how my local library would do it. Only thing is, like, my local library, I've said this a few times, that I am in like a pretty extremely kind of white area, and there is just not a lot of culture in this area. If I want to get like for instance, if I want to get ingredients to make some special recipe or something like that, I normally have to travel about an hour away to get, you know, not like more foreign ingredients and shit. Yeah, it's kind of crap, but it's just what this area is. I need you not to be dying. I need you to, like, sit down. If I could get her to put on a lot of this stuff. Tell you what, let's get you... You don't need food. Maybe we take her inside briefly. I might be able to do this stuff sitting down. I don't... Well, if I could do this stuff sitting down... Hold on, we'll go sit in the car then. We'll see how we go. Kind of like history. Like most history of everyday life, like how food and clothing evolved. That's pretty interesting though. I've watched a few videos of like how stuff has evolved over time, like the past 100 years or something. The only problem is, like, if I watch something on like YouTube or whatever, it suddenly gives me a recommendation for like 100 of that thing, and I'm like, no. I was only interested in this one video. Calm down. Put it on your front. But yeah, no, I haven't gone and gotten a physical book for a while. Like, I was considering what to do for... I do have a reading stream I've got to do sometime in this year. I think I have it scheduled, but I'm not sure when it is. I also have a Rim Connect stream at the end of this month, by the way. I've got a 10-hour Rim Connect stream that's coming up. There's all sorts of stuff, because I did a billathon. For anybody that doesn't know, I did a billathon, like a subathon event kind of thing, at the start of the year in February. And I had like a heap of rewards and stuff, and we're still getting through them throughout the year. So yeah, that'll be coming up later. I don't know if I've got... I'm guessing they're my old socks. My old turtleneck. Well, this should be fine to just remove at the moment, I think. But yeah, there's all kinds of shit happening this year. Extra stuff like that. I don't know quite what I want to read for that. I initially thought about reading like a whole book and shit, and I'm like, I don't know if I can. Books are a lot longer than I remember them being. But it's not like I'm gonna like read a manga or something like that. Like I could fucking read one. It's just that like I'm pretty sure YouTube is not cool with it, and Twitch I have to use a public domain book, I'm pretty sure, or I have to own the literature. So I could either do where I read out some of my dream stories, because I also write books, people. So I've written books, I've drawn comics, I've written stories, I do art, I'm learning how to live 2D, avatar, and rig, and I stream and shit. So yeah, I have a lot of shit behind me, basically. They're around. I have them on Kindle, but they're under my real name, so I'm not giving them out at the moment. I need to go back and I need to do a couple of things. I either need to take my fucking name off it, or I think I also need to edit a couple of stories as well, because I want to remove a couple of bits and pieces. When I was selling them as completely like under my name, but people purchasing the book wouldn't know me from a bar of soap, it didn't matter if certain details are in there. Because I'm a streamer now and a content creator, and, you know, I care about my privacy and shit, and you guys get a pretty good chance with me just talking all the time to kind of like get to know me over time. Some of those things are probably not the best to still have in there, you know. So I kind of want to go back and get rid of it. She is unequipping it. There we go. I want to get rid of some stuff, maybe slap my pen name on it instead, and go from there, maybe. I should probably take home the extra water since we've got I've got a boot I can use. So I can go and find some... Actually, I could put the backpack in the boot. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me get out of here. We're going to sleep in this for the night, but then we'll be getting the fuck out of here. I'm probably like the girl of many talents. I am. So the funniest thing is... Oh my god. Oh, we found the thing. We are taking that home. This is where it's been. Anyway, I wasn't expecting that. I think you can clearly tell that. What was I going to say? So there's a saying that says, was it jack of all trades? And a lot of people say, like, what is it? Jack of all trades, but like something like, I think it's like master of none, but like there's a third line to that. And I can't quite remember what it is, but it's like it's a positive thing. The jack of all trades saying is cut off. It's one of those ones where it had a what do you call it? Yeah, give me the full saying. Okay, so this one's only got 2 lines. There is a third line. Jack of all trades, master of none, but often better than master of one. There we go. Okay, I did have the extra one. So it's jack of all trades is master of none, but it's often better than a master of one. Okay, there you go. That was something I recently learnt too, is there's a whole bunch of old sayings that have been cut off in a way that makes them sound negative, but there's a whole bunch of sayings out there that are actually positive. That sounds like a gunshot. That's not something we need. Okay, I gotta keep the sardines on her, but I want to put most of this shit in the car. I don't need the extra can opener. But yeah, I have a lot of various skills. A lot of skills. They're just a mixed bag of everything. Actually, I got a lot of food on me. Hold on. Eat all of that, because if she's got a beef with that, we should be fine. I should be able to get rid of my pen. I just want to put it on the ground. Okay, cool. So, what I want to put in here, I am slowly dying a bit. I want to put the tire iron in. I would probably like to put the wooden saw, because I've already chopped up everything here. I might actually put, apart from the hose, let's put all that in there. This will get the weight off her. I also have 12 sterilized rags, and I don't need that many. I don't even know if I need that many back home. I'm going to put it in the car. I could put one of the painkillers in the car. The lighter, the knives. I don't even know if I want that many knives, but they're going in the car. Alright. Yeah, anyway. Because my VTuber name is also my pen name. Branding, darling. Yeah, see, the thing is, if I was going to put a name on my books that wasn't my name, I'd do the exact same thing as I've got with, like, RimWorld, where I've got the character name in game thing, and I would use my avatar's name, because I also really relate to her and her name and stuff, because I've been using her as me for so fucking long. It fits. It's the same for, like, a lot of things. Like, she's Kelly Venus, so I would have no problem going under the pen name Kelly Venus. But at the same time, like, it sounds normal enough that most people would probably freak out and be like, oh my god, you've got your real name on this. And I'd be like, calm your tits, love. It's not. It's my avatar. It's like every single time I play a Diablo, I almost always get somebody, usually in a YouTube comment on a video later after the fact, I normally have somebody, like, freak out and be like, or not freak out, but they normally are, you know, I think I'm putting this in the wrong car. It's fine. It's off me for the moment. Let's lay in the car and let's find out if I've got the key for it. Okay, I'm putting it in the wrong car, but this is okay. I can sleep in this for the night. Yeah, no, I don't think it's out of concern so much as, like, normally what happens is, because my Diablo character is Kelly, and basically, like, it's around about the same era as I had my avatar and as I played Diablo originally. So I made my first character called Kelly, right? And so what normally happens is people start addressing me in the comments as Kelly. And I find it a little bit funny because the assumption is that that is my name, and it's not. And it amuses me a little bit. Obviously, like, I'm acrylic here, but, like, if you see Kelly Venus on something else, that's my avatar's name. Calm down, people. You know. But I get it. It's not probably that common to have something so connected to and stuff, you know. I've got to move all my shit from this car to the other car because I put it in the wrong car. This will take me a minute. She's going to get very hurt. We're going to put it in the right car. I could drive this home right now, but I know that there's a generator in town. I can't probably use it, but I want to go by the food place first. What's my VTuber name? Oh, I saw that. I mean, if it's not usually far off that people go by their avatar's name, so I can see why people often go with the assumption. Yeah, well, I don't mind, like, people, like, referring to me as acrylic and stuff like that. Obviously, I do not like it when people shorten it to April. That's why the word is banned in all my chats. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I got no real problem if people refer to me as Kelly, but I do think it's confusing. So I normally try to discourage it if I can. But yeah, most streamers, VTubers, stuff like that, specifically VTubers, will normally have whatever their channel name is or whatever their avatar's name is. That's usually what they'll fly by because it's how people know you. It's the same kind of thing as by standard a username, you know. There's a lot of people I've gotten to know as their username. To me, they will always be that name. It's always a little jarring for me when somebody changes their username out of the blue, especially since, like, I'm pretty, like, I don't know, generally nostalgic towards stuff, so I don't change stuff too frequently. But some people like change, like chop and change like every other month, and I'm like, I just got to know you as like white snow, and now you're like, I was gonna say crystal meth. I'm like, that might be too far of a joke, but anyway, it's the kind of thing. I don't know why my brain just went there. I'm like moving painkillers and shit between sugar cubes. Never mind. Anywho, my brain some days, I swear. Tonight's one of the weird ones, and I think it's just because I've been awake a very long time. I suspect that that's what the deal is. All right, I've got most of the shit off me. I have got the gas can on me. Now, I did not see... I'll tell you what I didn't see is I didn't see the hose. And I'm thinking what they've done is they've now combined the hose with the gas can. So now you don't have to have one and the other. Okay, so what's the battery? Battery is green. I don't know what that dealio is, but we've got a little bit of fuel. We going? We done. I know this one's got a half decent engine. Once we get going, we're going. There we go. Okay, it might stall though. Whoa, shit. Fuck, hold on. Okay. So my best bet would be, unfortunately, to probably go over and siphon the fuel off that car because it is filled to the brim. I want that car. I want to bring it home. I don't have a chance of hot wiring it, but that would fill me up with fuel. And there's a small food place there. There's some books there. There is a grocery store. I think that was a grocery store. I've marked that for fuel for something, so I'm guessing there's a car there. Oh, that would be the taxi. All right, hold on. I got to get used to the direction doesn't change vehicle thing. This is going to be fun. I haven't driven a car in this for so long. So I am also well known for just driving cars into trees in every game. There is a reason why we have a tree emote. It was one of my first emotes and I felt it was super practical, and it has been super practical. And Project Zomboid is no exception. I just gotta try not to hit shit. I'm gonna remember how to steer stuff when I'm top down looking at it. My brain just doesn't do this crap automatically. Oh man, it's got me. Yeah, look, every so often I just come out with the most random what the fuck kind of sentence, and it's usually when I'm a bit tired. At the moment I'm not like sleepy tired. I'm normally awake at night, but I could have a cup of coffee tired, you know. I almost had one before I started streaming tonight, but I didn't because I had a glass of Coke in here and I was like, I'll drink that. I don't want to